Today, the Senate moved towards a universal online ID check mandate, and it is largely going under the radar. This is because it is part of the GUARD Act, which is an attempt to regulate how AI chatbots interact with minors. Part of the GUARD Act is an age verification online ID check mandate that would basically say, if you are a company that owns, operates, or makes available chatbots, you have to age verify all of your users. So you need to, the only thing that the bill explicitly allows for, as like this qualifies for sure, is looking at people's government IDs. It says there are other reasonable forms of age verification, but it has gigantic fines for people who fail to comply, and there are no other enumerated examples of what would count as reasonable age verification. So I think we know what would happen if this bill were to pass. Companies would ask for your photo ID. So the other big piece of this, it's not just, it's a very, very bad age verification standard, but it's actually being applied really broadly. So I said at the beginning of this video that it was a bill targeting AI chatbots. That's true, but the age verification standard would actually apply very broadly. The makes available is an extremely vague, open-ended condition, and it means that, for example, your internet service provider would be, I think, required to get your ID before letting you on the internet, because by providing you with internet service, they are making available to you an AI chatbot. Similarly, when you think about how Grok works, right? Grok is an example of an AI chatbot that can interact with people not just through like a chat interface, but through like conversing with them via tweets. That means that AI chatbots can be made available on platforms that don't actually natively support them. So if you own a blog and you have a chat function, someone can build an AI chatbot and comment on your blog using that AI chatbot and engage with people using that AI chatbot, which would then mean that you, as the person who runs that blog, are making available an AI chatbot to someone, which would potentially make you liable for hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines per infraction. It's $100,000 per use. So we're talking about millions or billions of dollars in fines if you fail to implement age verification. So this is a sweeping online ID check mandate. It is not, as is claimed, a very narrow bill focused on just chatbots. It is truly massive. It is more invasive than really anything we've seen so far, right? We haven't seen anyone suggesting that ISPs should do this, but that is what's written in the bill. And most age verification mandates we've seen do not specify that you have to do government IDs. This one technically doesn't, but because it puts such hefty fines on failing to comply, it incentivizes companies to just do the thing that they've said explicitly qualifies as compliance, rather than guess or experiment, right? Because it's very risky. If it turns out whatever you did doesn't constitute compliance, well, guess what? Your company is probably gone. Like, even a very large company could be destroyed by fines of the scale that we're talking about. So it is, and it's not to say, I'm not saying that because I'm sympathetic to these big companies. The point is, it creates incentives for them to behave badly. It creates incentives for them to adopt the most invasive form of age verification, online ID checks, and it really encourages everyone to do that. Because who knows if you were accidentally making something available to a minor. Okay, that is the update for now. If you're interested in taking action on this issue more broadly, you can check out our Stop Online ID Checks page. We will probably do something specifically around the GUARD Act if it continues to move. But yeah, thanks.